Mark Fontaine, engineer at Leonard Valve Company, and today we're going to be talking about the startup procedure for a Proton 2.0, 2.5, and 3.0. This is a PNV 125 Proton valve. It has checks on the inlets as well as an RTD sensor in the back. It comes fully assembled with the wiring harness as shown here. Optionally, you may have a 10-pin relay connector as well as a 12-pin BMS connector. The key to the setup and proper function of the valve is going to be the piping. Please follow the piping diagram as shown on the screen with all the check valves and ball valves required. From there, once the valve is installed, you're going to be able to wire up the motor connector, 4-pin motor connector, and the 3-wire RTD. Connections go from left to right: micro USB, 3-pin RTD, 10-pin relay, 12-pin BMS/temperature sensors, 4-pin motor connection, and power cable. Before powering up the unit, you need to make sure you plug in your 4-wire motor connection and your 3-wire RTD. From that point, you may power up the unit. Once the valve is powered up, you will see the full valve sweep on the screen. What you're looking for is between 900 and 1500. That confirms that the motor and the box are hooked up properly and everything is working well. If you see a value of 34, that means the motor and the box are not communicating and you need to check the wiring between the valve and the box. If the number is between 35 and 900, that means the valve is dirty and needs to be cleaned. If you get an error for an RTD probe disconnected, that means as well that the connections are not made properly between the valve and the box for the RTD. To change the temperature, you just need to hit up, down, enter. The temperature on the screen will flash. You can then adjust it to whatever temperature you require and then hit enter. That will lock in that temperature. If you lose power and then gain the power back, the unit will go back to the temperature you had locked in. Some of the possible alarms are going to be service required. That means the step count is below 90% of what the initial step count was, may just need to be cleaning the valve. The second alarm possible would be outlet temperature too high or too low. That also may require some cleaning of the valve. A third alarm would be RTD probe broken or disconnected, as well as valve motor broken or disconnected. The last alarm would be loss of power to the control box. If you have power and there's no error to the unit, the valve will be controlling to temperature. Make sure your circulator is on or your ball valves are open and the unit will be working properly. If you have any other questions or concerns, please give us a call at 1-800-222-1208 and we'll be glad to help.